the vast sadness and suffering in the world, we often experience intense pain in our hearts. The suffering so often seems cruel, unnecessary, unjustified, reflecting a heartless universe. But when our hearts open in the midst of this, we want to help. This is the experience of compassion. The powerful awakening of our own compassion can tune us not just to the nurturing and sustaining forces of the world, but to the oppressive and destructive ones as well. When we open our hearts to these directly and become familiar with them, we are more likely to hear ways to respond with love and support to relieve the suffering. When the pain is our own, we want to end it. If we can't do this by ourselves, we long for help. When the pain is someone else's, compassion allows us to feel it as our own, to hear our hearts calling us to help. Acting with compassion is not doing good because we think we ought to. It is being drawn to action by heartfelt passion. It is working with others in a selfless way, in a spirit of mutual respect. Compassion is the basis of all truthful relationships. It means being present with love for ourselves and for all life, including animals, fish, birds, and trees. Suffering, pain, cruelty, and injustice exist. We can't deny that, and we can't eliminate it all, but we can use suffering as an opportunity for expressing love. When others are suffering, we can't always make them happy, but we can create an environment in which wholesome choices are more likely. And we can support each other in our attempts towards more fulfilling lives. We can help each other gain insight and skill so that we all have more control over our lives and become not more dependent, but more free. What we can give each other is support, from tender care to the temporary fulfillment of basic human needs. Life on Earth includes our human community of interconnected people, all of us carrying the spirit, all with the ability to respond effectively to our own problems, if we have the proper resources. For complex reasons, many of us do not have those resources and need the support and help of others to shift the balance. There are ways for each of us to participate in this shift. This book is an exploration of some of those ways. Compassion begins with ourselves. When we are kind and caring towards ourselves, we are nurturing our spiritual growth and cultivating compassion for others. What we have to give is who we are. When we are kind and forgiving towards ourselves, we are more relaxed and happy and better able to be loving towards others. This book offers first steps towards the kind of compassionate action we may need help in discovering, that extends further than our immediate arm's reach. It explores possibilities for acting with love, truth, and passion toward those who are calling from a distance. They may be calling because of AIDS or hunger or the denial of their human rights. Our individual caring responses do not mean that public commitment is not also needed. But we want to respond, and that response may bring some of us closer together and eliminate a part of the world's pain. I'd like to share with you what I have learned about compassion. Each of us has our own particular lessons to learn, and there are many different ways of learning them. But while the specifics of our journeys may not be of much use to other people, I have found that when we share them honestly, they can strengthen our faith. There are two questions I am informally addressing. First, what are the roots of my own caring action? The way in which I serve others has changed over time. At first there was self-consciousness, long-sufferingness, righteous indignation, power preoccupation, pride, and the like. While my actions might have looked compassionate to others, the inside story was quite another matter. Over time, some of the ego's reasons, fears, and complaints about serving have lost much of their power. Now I can see the possibility that appropriate serving to relieve the suffering of others could become simply what I do, like breathing. It's nothing special. The second question is, what have we to offer one another to alleviate suffering? It's obvious we can fill a hungry belly, we can comfort a frightened child, and we can assist a homeless person to find affordable shelter. We can bear witness to government's acts of inhumanity towards its citizens and speak out. And we can console the sick, the lonely, the dying, and the grieving. But there is more that we can do even as we are performing these caring acts. We can honor the profound ancient wisdom that reminds us that one of the roots of suffering